I grew up, and it's noticeable because you've seen me on the dance floor. I'm not quite as good as the rest of y'all, but it's a culture that y'all done a lot. And when I go to these events, there are some things that are very noticeable. First is obviously how much you do for the community. It truly is tremendous. From Fil-Am Day to the other events you throw, you really have a presence on our community. The second thing is, I don't think there's a more patriotic group out there than the Filipino community. I love going to the events. It's more patriotic than some of the American events I go to. Y'all done so much. We want to be able to recognize you're part of the Virginia Beach community as we go to the 50th year anniversary. So I sat down with the mayor and said, Glenn, can you get involved in this? I said, I'd be more than honored to. And so then the discussion started, how do we do this? And that's kind of where it stopped from a city council level, because as much as we want to recognize this community, it's not for us to say how it's done. I mean, it has to be in a way that we can approve. It has to be in a way that makes sense for the city, but it's not something that we want to say, we're going to do it this way. We really wanted to come to the community and say, how would you like to be recognized in the city of Virginia Beach? How would you like, for us, what legacy can we help y'all develop to pass down to the second, third generations? When I sat down with Noni, I told him, I'm kind of jealous a little bit. I grew up with great Italian traditions, but unfortunately, most of those traditions and that legacy died with my grandparents. And my parents try to continue on this as much as they can, but it kind of goes. So the ability to see, the traditions and the heritage continue on is tremendous. But y'all need to decide exactly how you want to pass this stuff down. Like Nuni said, he first mentioned Dr. Jose Rizal to me, and I after getting some other things and other groups talking to me, I went and did some research, and we've had discussions because I've heard that we need to be a little bit concerned about naming it Dr. Jose Rizal Way or Avenue because it sounds like we're honoring a Spaniard. And in all honesty, when I took Spanish class in high school in Virginia Beach, my Spanish name was Jose, so I kind of saw a little bit where they were coming from. But obviously, he's responsible for the independence of the Philippines from Spain. He truly is, like you said, the gentleman that gave the independence to the Philippines. And I believe whether it's naming a road or whatever after a person, anything that you can do to have his name pop up would make someone say, I wonder who that is, and Google him. And then realize that he is the person responsible for the liberty and independence of the Philippine community. But the question becomes of what is the right way to build that inside the city of Virginia Beach. Now, if y'all come in, Noni mentioned renaming a road or adding that alias. And I would say that, the dialogue can be even greater than that. We had a discussion on whether or not naming the road is the right thing, because if you've seen roads that have an alias, you really can't see it when you drive by. Baxter Road's still the same size print, and then the other print is smaller, and if you're walking by it, you can see it. But if you're not walking by it, you really aren't going to notice it. But are there other things that we can do as a city that brings greater awareness to the community? And I'd argue that there are probably some of the things that can be thought about, whether it's directional signs to the community center over there, or whether it's things off the interstate that I know have been looked at before, but I think now with Ron up in Richmond and some pressure from the city, we might be able to get done. But once again, it's not for the city of Virginia Beach. The only thing that I think I can express from this city, from our mayor, from the other council members, is the city of Virginia Beach, the city council, does not want to go down a road of doing something that causes divisiveness inside the Philippine community. This community has tremendous respect, not just politically, but from our city for a couple of reasons. One is you are so active. The second reason is because it's a unified group perceptually, that when y'all come together, you come together and you get things done. And we don't want to be seen as an entity that fractures that community. So the only thing that I convey is whatever's done really needs to be a strong consensus of the community as a whole. And to that end, I'm glad to see so many people here today. I've worked with Noni and Edwina and Dr. Hipple and others to look at having an event on March 4th. I was just given the okay yesterday that we can have a room at the convention center. I'll get the number, but it'll be a large room, so we won't have to worry about besides the attendance. We'll have a facilitator, paid facilitator from the city of Virginia Beach, which the city will absorb the cost of the room and the facilitator, to really have a large community dialogue so everyone can come together. And hopefully we find that thing that really, not only you as a first generation and other organizations, but also the second generation, the third generation can have buy-in on. Because at the end of the day, if everyone feels that they were part of this decision, then they become vested, they believe it's something that they were part of, and they pass it down to future generations, which, I think is what I'm hearing is that what everyone wants is, that legacy to leave for future generations in the city of Virginia Beach. So, a little bit long-winded, but thank you for having me. I really look forward to hearing this, and as well seeing you all on the 4th of March.
As you have heard from